Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Vanesita Ramos here.
Just just cool ass woman. Like I don't be fucking with nobody. I don't do nothing to nobody. But y'all motherfuckers really dragging it. Like I tried to just be cool, stay out the way, because at the end of the day, I'm really a real bitch. Like I'm from Houston. I'm from the motherfucking South Side. It ain't like oh, let me go run and tell my business to the motherfucking internet. Let me go run and tell my business to the police. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type of person. Like, but I'm not gonna let y'all keep playing in my face. And I'm not gonna let this nigga keep playing in my face either. So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it. You really fucking dragging it. Motherfuckers talking about I hit this nigga. I never hit you. Motherfuckers was like, oh, she mad because he's trying to fuck with Kylie. No, I wasn't. Like, you dry shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car started shooting me. You shot me. I ain't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that. When the police, because the people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police. This did not happen at Kylie's house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot. The police come. I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police. The police is shooting motherfuckers for anything. The police was literally killing black people for no motherfucking reason. Soon as the police tell us all get out the motherfucking car, the police is really aggressive. Think I'm about to tell the police that we niggas, us black people, got a gun in the car? We got a gun in the car so they can shoot all of us up. Nigga, I'm scared. It's a fucking helicopter over us and some more shit. Why the fuck would I tell the laws somebody got a gun in this car and this nigga shot me? So I can get shot, you can get shot, she can get shot, he can get shot. I ain't tell the police what happened immediately right then because I didn't want to die. I don't want the police to shoot me because it's a nigga with a gun in the car. I'm leaking, I'm bleeding. Motherfucker, I'm lying, bitch. Did I pay a helicopter to come over me and record my feet leaking blood? No. How the fuck I'm gonna fake that? I didn't tell the police nothing because I didn't want us to get in no more trouble than what we was already about to get in. The fuck? I get to the motherfucking hospital, the police bitch being so rude to me. Well, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da, you're being detained, da-da-da. Ma'am, I'm being detained, I'm leaking. But I'm still not saying what happened. Shit crazy. The motherfucking doctor, the police finally let me go. I ain't go to jail. Them 3 motherfuckers went to jail. I get to the hospital, the doctors do x-rays on my feet. Oh, ma'am, you got bullets in your feet, got bullet fragments in your other foot. I'm thinking the doctors is the police, so I'm still trying not to tell them, like, no, I didn't know I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm scared. Like, I've never been shot before. I don't have to lie about that. Why would I lie? You want me to be a bad person so bad, and y'all motherfuckers want to believe the lie before you believe the truth. Stop trying to come on the internet acting like a black woman, a grown-ass black woman, really got any reason to be lying on another grown-ass black man when all the shit fucked up going on in the world right now. If you really want to tell the motherfucking truth, I've tried to save this nigga. Even though he shot me, I tried to spare him. And y'all motherfuckers is not sparing me. That's crazy. That's fucked up. I go through so much shit on a daily basis anyway. Then I have to get on the motherfucking internet where I'm just trying to make my music, do my shit, pop my shit like the bitch I always been. And I'm trying to save niggas. And y'all on the internet talking about, oh, bitch, you ain't get shot. Oh, bitch, you this. Oh, free tour. That nigga not in jail. He not in jail because I didn't tell the laws what happened as soon as it happened. And I should have. I'm smart. I didn't have to spare that nigga. I don't have to spare nobody, but I did. And I'm done. Y'all asking where people at? Why ain't nobody saying nothing? Ask them why they not saying nothing. I haven't talked to the same people. Y'all worry about where they at. I don't lie. I don't lie. I don't have to lie. Ask that nigga why he not saying nothing. What the fuck he gonna get on here and say? Yeah, I shot her. Why? Tell him why you shot me. No reason. Stop fucking lying on me. Stop fucking acting like black women is the motherfucking problem. Stop acting like black women is aggressive when all they be doing is speaking the motherfucking facts and you motherfuckers can't handle it. Stop spreading lies. Stop getting on the internet acting like this shit your motherfucking diary. Stop lying on people. Truth motherfucking is, bitch, you shot me. You scared to come tell everybody that you fucking shot me, and you got your whole fucking team on the internet lying, trying to cover your motherfucking ass. And I'm tired of it. Stop doing that shit. Stop dragging me, and y'all motherfuckers don't even know what really motherfucking happened. Y'all niggas wasn't there. Y'all motherfuckers be so quick. Oh, but bitch, you a dry snitch. Oh, da-da-da. Ooh, you niggas talk more than bitches do. You niggas gonna tell on other people quicker than a bitch will. So don't ever play in my face like I'm wrong. Y'all niggas don't know no code. Y'all niggas don't know no loyalty. I don't even know where half you motherfuckers be from on the internet. Playing with me and don't play in my face no more. Okay?
Welcome to SeanDavieWay, y'all. Ugh. I am sick of her. Like, bitch, I am sick of her. Is anybody else sick of her? Like, I am sick of her. I am sick of her. This bitch finally want to tell the truth once Tory's finally about to talk. So now all of a sudden, that Tory is about to talk on something that he was going to have to speak on anyway because he's going to court. So he was going to have to speak on it either way. You know, so no matter what, he was going to have to say what happened. Weird. So now that he's about to do that, and now that he's about to implement your motherfucking ass, because I told y'all this bitch has something to do with it. And when I say that, why would you be afraid to let the police know that you have been shot, knowing that you have been shot and there was a gun in the car, especially if the gun wasn't whose? Yours. So let me find out, Meg, like I said before, how that gun was yours. All right? Either way, she shouldn't have got shot. Agreed. No, that shouldn't have happened. But I feel like it definitely would have happened times 2 if she wouldn't have brought the gun in the first fucking place. Gross. Ew. Like, girl, you don't want the police to know what they was going to know any goddamn way? And then, oh, the police was being mean to me. No, bitch, they want to know why it's bullet fragments. Like I said before, she did not get shot both her motherfucking feet. Because she would not have been back up that goddamn quick. All of the strip clubs and shit, all this shit, she wouldn't have got up that damn quick. You're about to get shot in both of your feet, where they go through the bone, you don't hit no bones or no ligaments, none of that shit. Either way, if you get shot in your motherfucking feet, you're going to be out for a while. You're going to be out for the motherfucking count. So I'm like, yeah, girl, that don't make sense. So it had to be fragments from the video that I've done prior. I'm like, okay, it was fragments. Okay, whatever. So she acknowledged that. Now all of a sudden, but she just sat down, bitch, not too long ago, saying, yes, I was shot in both of my feet. Oh my God. Like, oh, you was eating that shit the fuck up. You was eating it up. You was eating it up. You was eating it up. I thought you got shot in both of your feet, girl. You ain't say nothing about fragments in that video you was sitting down, bitch. You didn't say nothing about fragments. You said you got shot in both of your feet. Now all of a sudden it was fragments when you got to the hospital. Weird. You said I was shot in both of my feet. So you weren't. Okay, so those was fragments. Okay, lie one. Because she just told us it was fragments. She could have told us it was fragments when she sat the fuck down. The first time. Well, all of a sudden now is the fragments, but before it was bullets. She said they removed the bullets from my feet. She didn't say fragments. She said bullets. Yeah. And she said she didn't want to tell the police that had just happened because it was a gun in the car. If the gun wasn't yours, what does it matter? Girl, you got shot. So what does it matter unless the gun is connected to you? It ain't like you had drugs in the car. There was a gun in there. And if the gun didn't belong to you, oh well. Just like you should have never gotten shot. That should have never happened. So since it did, okay, it did. You got the police sitting here. You ain't scared of Tory. You ain't scared of that. You ain't scared of car seat, bitch. You're not scared of him. We're not gonna act like Meg, like you don't have a charge from when you was 20 from beating up your ex-boyfriend, bitch. Whatever the fuck you did, girl. You charged with assault. So we ain't gonna make it seem like you don't be popping off. Yes, you do. Okay. So why would you be worried about the gun if it wasn't yours? What does that matter? If somebody just shot me in my motherfucking feet, fragments, bullet, whatever, it's not snitching because it only could have been the parties that were involved, that were there. So it had to have been one of these people. This is your best friend. Clearly, it wasn't Kelsey. It wasn't the assistant. It wasn't you. Who the fuck did it? So that's not snitching. Snitching is going to commit a crime with somebody and you tell. Tory shooting her, she did not commit a crime. That wasn't a crime. She's a victim. So that's not snitching. He had, like she said, she got shot for no reason. Okay, well, if you were shot for no reason, then you are, one, just getting shot at all. You're a victim. Okay? Especially if it was for no fucking reason. Yeah. Especially if it was for no reason. You're a victim. That's not snitching. Snitching is committing a crime. What was the crime? What did you do? You didn't do anything, right? Therefore, you're a victim. So that's not snitching. That's saying who the fuck just tried to cause harm to you. That's all that was. That wasn't snitching. Because what do you call this? Would this be snitching? Or would this be a victim that is coming forward to state what happened to her? Which would you call it? Hi, everybody in the chat. I'm saying hi to all y'all. What would you call it? That's not snitching. Would no one have been mad? Because if so, if everybody was going to be mad at her, if she was trying to protect Tory, then why aren't you now? Like, what changed? Besides the fact that Tory's going to have to come forward and state what happened. Tory is already a felon. That gun, I don't believe, belonged to him. It might. There's a strong chance that it might. But I'm trying to understand what she was protecting. Because that type of protection, to say nothing at all, that means that you were involved in some type of way. So no, what happened to you wasn't a crime that you committed. It was a crime against you. But the thing about it is, was said crime committed with your gun? A gun that is not registered to you, a gun that you are not supposed to have. Something that could get you a charge. So was it snitch for snitch? Protection for protection? I'm not going to come forward and say that Tory shot me, because that's going to bring a charge on him. And Tory's not going to say anything about the gun being mine, because that could bring a charge on me. Isn't Tory being charged with a concealed weapon? Wouldn't she be being charged with the same thing, especially if the gun's not registered to her? If she illegally purchased the gun? Wouldn't it be the same thing? Wouldn't she be getting charged? She doesn't have a license to carry. She doesn't have a gun permit. She doesn't have any of those things. I've never heard Meg say anything about having a gun. I've never heard Meg say anything about shooting people. None of that. She don't brag about having a license. None of she brag about college. But she don't brag about holding a motherfucking permit. So was that your gun? Is that why you didn't say anything, Meg? But now that Tory's camp is starting to say something, and from what they're going to say, it's going to not necessarily exonerate him, but it will exonerate him from having the gun, from that charge. So you're coming forward to make sure if you get charged, he gets charged too, like a fucking child? Because you stating what you're stating is now going to make an assault case against Tory. So was Tory supposed to be quiet about the ownership of the gun? Meaning that the gun didn't belong to him. Hence, you saying you are afraid to say anything to the police officer because there was a gun in the car. What would that matter if it doesn't belong to you? You're not going to get charged with it, especially if you got shot. You're a victim. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? I don't understand that. Yes, Tory shot you. We all knew that. It's like everybody in the fucking world knew that Tory shot Meg but Meg. It was like she was the only person that didn't know. But we all did. You know. And nobody else knew. Jimmy, she didn't know, but we did. I mean, that's how everybody treated it. You know, like Meg shot her. I mean, Tory shot her to pour him. Okay, so that's how we were treating him already. I mean, so with this news coming out is really nothing new to Tory, because he's already been being treated that way, ostracized, and you know, he's already been being treated that way. So it's not a big deal. Like, what happened was a big deal, absolutely. And I'm not saying that Meg isn't a victim, but this isn't how you go about it. This isn't how you go about it. Like, regardless of the situation, this isn't how you go about it. Tory, if he should be charged and all of that shit, if that results in him being deported, oh well, he should have thought about that. He should have considered the consequences. But I don't feel like Meg is innocent and when it comes to the ownership of the gun. Now, when it comes to her being shot, completely innocent. That should have never happened. It shouldn't have. She's a victim. But she didn't treat it that way. She's willing to come forward, and before now, she's been willing to come forward and say everything in her power to be a victim and clout chase off of this information. So now that all of a sudden, because that's why she's saying something. She's saying something out of like defense mode. You know, this is like, oh, well, you're going to say something, so I'm going to say it first. Oh, well, since they starting to say this shit, let me hurry up and, because she could have been said this information. You know, why did you choose now? And why? And she incorporated out her own fucking mouth about stop telling these blogs, having your team, ... What does that have to do with anything, girl? If you got shot, that's all that matters. If you were finally willing to, you know, because you were traumatized. So if you were finally like ready to state what happened to you and who did it to you, that should have been between you and the motherfucking police department. It don't have anything to do with social media. That's how you know it has everything to do with clout chasing. This bitch just like attention. She just like attention. Like that's, I mean, okay, we get it. All right. What does this have to do with us? Because by her telling the world, you don't think the motherfucking police department gonna hear about it? It's already posting shit being posted saying that now Tory's the suspect in Meg's shooting. Now Tory may be being charged with assault. So it's the same thing. It ain't like she sat down with the motherfucking police and said a goddamn word. Y'all just see her on this live telling y'all how disrespectful the police were to her when they're interrogating her. Well, girl, you got shot. So they want to know who fucking did it. Like, and you sit here trying to act like you don't know shit. And it's frustrating when they know you know what the fuck happened to you. Like, they know you do. At least an idea. And you want to try to act like a deer in headlights? So why would they be sitting there being nice to a liar? Because you lied to them. You could be charged with that. Falsifying police information to the police. Because you lied. You knew what happened to you. You told the police that you didn't. That is a lie. You lied to them. I'm like, girl, like, you incriminating yourself, dummy. And she's gonna say, I'm smart. No, you not. Like, no, the fuck you're not. And you have to do this against your lawyer and all of that. Did nobody, you just sitting there laying there, heard some shit, and then just jumped on motherfucking live. Like, because I'm sure your lawyer, everybody pissed that you came forward and say any of this shit. When you had already talked to them, you already told them that you weren't gonna say shit. So, but if you weren't going to say anything, like she says, how do y'all protect? I'm doing what I can to protect him, and then y'all gonna come at me and not protect me. Do you not hear yourself? The person y'all protecting me from, I'm protecting. So how are y'all gonna diss me for protect? Girl, so you can sit there and say, as a black woman this and as a black woman that. That don't have shit to do with being a motherfucking black woman. That has everything to do with being an idiot. Only an idiot would defend a motherfucker that's getting nothing out of it, especially if they did something to you. Like, that makes no sense. So how you're expecting other black women and shit to come together and rally around you for you and your protection, and for black men to come and do the same thing if you won't even protect yourself? You won't even fucking do it. So why would we? What do I need to protect her for when she, basically it's like, you know, so if you have a friend that's in an abusive relationship, you go over, you don't know. You get over there and her man beating the shit out of her. So me as a man, I beat the dog shit out of his ass, right? And then I get her out of there. I come over the next day to her house and she's there with him nursing his wounds and motherfucking cooking for him. Like, so we did all of that for you to do this. We done came over here and broke his legs and shit, and you got him elevated, giving him ibuprofen and shit for what we did to him for you. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, girl, you're stupid. Like, you want to be smart, but you're not. Just when you thought you were smart, you're actually dumb. Because how do you expect black men and women to rally behind you and protect you from someone you're protecting? That don't even make fucking sense. And then on top of it, you're not just protecting Tory, you're protecting you. I honestly believe that gun was not Tory's. That gun was hers. Because she was not just fucking protecting Tory. She couldn't have been. Because what's making her stop? Tory has not literally came forward and said anything. Nothing. Not even a fucking insinuation. So you mad that the blogs and shit about to start spinning another narrative that doesn't look good on you. It's already blogs and shit sharing that gun was hers. Tory never said that. He didn't say that shit. He didn't say it. His team didn't say that. Like, so you don't even know. You're just assuming at this point in time, and it scared you. So let me hurry up and let everybody know that he shot me because that fucking gun belonged to you. Because you were protecting yourself, so you were not just motherfucking protecting Tory. Girl, stop. Because you would still be protecting him. He has not said anything. I have not seen any statement that said Tory Lanez said any fucking thing about Meg Thee Stallion. So why are we not protecting him anymore, Meg? Like, what for? Is it because he's coming forward with some information, especially when he goes to court, which is coming up on the 14th, that when he gets to court, it's going to incriminate you? The shooting is all on him. I don't even think Tory was going to probably even say that the gun was Meg's. I think he was just going to say that the gun wasn't his. So honestly, and they would have to prove that it was. They can't just charge him with it. They would have to prove that it was. So I think she may have jumped a motherfucking gun. That's what I think. And it's like, oh, let me hurry up and get this information out here so his ass can get charged no matter what. No matter what, now your ass gonna get charged. I'm like, I can't remember for what, not sharing information. She was in shock. Yeah, even when you're in shock, if you're going to tell the truth, it shouldn't be to strangers. Why the fuck is her truth apparent to us? What does that have to do with us? We are not the police. We cannot police Tory. We can't do any of that. We're not the court. We're not the judge. We're not that. So why, when you're going to come forward about something that you were victimized by, that you say that you were traumatized for, when that trauma is over or when it chooses to end, all of a sudden you want to sing like a motherfucking canary? That doesn't make sense. And if you're going to, it should be to the appropriate people. It should be to the police. She didn't say she had a conversation with the police. In this live, she makes it seem as if she doesn't like them. She didn't like how they treated her. So obviously she hasn't spoke to them. So if I'm going to talk to my audience, I'm going to have at least talk to them already. Like, especially about an open case. Like, the case ain't closed. It's an open case. Like, that's why she fucking said it. So why come tell us? Who are we? She pushed the narrative to make sure that we know, because she's a fucking clout chaser. She's so concerned about what people are going to say, because Tory has not said anything. And as a victim, she has the right to state this information when she is ready. But we are not the people that should fucking know. Who the fuck are we? Who are we? How are you more concerned about what we think than a judge? Like, that's crazy. This is an open case. This is not something that has been closed, put away, and is no longer being talked about. This ain't after Tory done went to court and got exonerated and all of this shit. No, this is something that is still open. So she has the right to say her story when she wants to say it. But the appropriate people need to know prior, not us. Because now the police can have her testify against Tory, all of that shit. And since she ain't no snitch, first thing she gonna do is what? Be held in contempt. So what, bitch, you about to go to jail for this nigga? You about to go to jail for him? Because now they can have her testify. You said in front of the world that this man shot you on a case that is open. Now they can make her testify. Was that in her plans? That's why I said she could not have consulted with her attorney or anybody before doing this shit. Somebody sent her something and her hot-headed ass got up and jumped on motherfucking live like an idiot. And she said she was smart. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're an idiot. For somebody that went to college, you sure are dumb. Because that doesn't make sense. Now she's involved. Now to the court, she is a victim. Now to the court, she was shot beforehand. Nobody identified Tory as the shooter that was present. Not Kelsey, not the assistant, not the driver, not Tory or Meg. Nobody. So at that point in time, that wasn't even an investigation because there was no suspect. So it could have been an open and shut, type of thing. That's why I thought, Meg, shut up. Because they'll close the case if you shut the fuck up. Like, it's not just going to stay open. But she chose to come forward and say something. So, okay. What? She's smart because if she told them he has a gun, they could have shot him. But they still found the gun. And when they were questioning her about the gun, it was at the motherfucking at the hospital. Her feet were bleeding. They got her medical assistance right away. So when those questions were asked, it was either in the police car on the way to the, which I doubt. It was either because they didn't know. She said glass, and it was inside of her feet. So it wasn't fragments hanging out and shit. So she said she was bleeding due to glass. You know, with the police, they can't tell that shit right away. So when she got to the hospital, when the doctors came in, that's when they knew it was fragments. So that's when the police questioned her about that. Because Meg initially said that her feet were bleeding from glass. So, no, I don't think she should have ran out of the car like, oh my God, he got a gun, he got a gun, he got a gun. Yeah, I don't feel like she should have did that. But I also felt like she should have told the truth. You know? So, and I understand that too. I understand her being afraid. I understand. She probably was afraid. Super nervous. But when you got to the hospital, when you were surrounded by doctors, nurses, and police, what the fuck were you scared of? Because wouldn't she still be scared now? I don't understand. Those questions didn't all happen while she was standing outside, bloody feet, bloody shoes. No. Those questions were when she was at the hospital, 9 times out of 10 after surgery. You know, before and before surgery because they didn't know she was shot, and then after. She got all of those questions and she still chose to lie. Being surrounded by all the people basically she loved, bodyguards, security, police, all of this shit. What was she scared of? Because she still just said something yesterday, as you see. So wouldn't she still be afraid? Or is she not afraid anymore? I don't know. She could have said something a week after. Right. Like, that's why I don't understand why now. Besides the fact, if you notice within her, because people tell truth and when they speak, right? She said at the beginning of this, stop fucking lying. You having TORY team talking to blogs. So this is why you're here. This is why you're here. Like, she's telling us why she's here. That's what clout chasers do. Why would I look at her as a victim if she running around trying to collect victim type of clout? Look at me, I'm a victim. Yes, you are a victim. But the only way we're going to know that for sure is if you name the person who shot you so that we can protect you. How the fuck can we protect you if you won't say anything? You talk about everything but who shot you. Now, all of a sudden, that TORY's team is supposedly putting little nuggets out there for blogs. Now, all of a sudden, you ready to talk. So why would I think that it was the trauma that had her quiet? If as soon as the person that did it is supposed to be speaking, now all of a sudden she's talking too. She went from telling us that she was shot in both feet to fragments. Why didn't she say fragments to life before? This isn't new information. She didn't just find this stuff out. She didn't just find it out. I feel like she tried to downplay the shooting this time around. Before, I got shot both my feet and this and that and none of that. Okay, we're here. We with you. We with you. But now this time it's just fragments and da 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 da. And I don't want to tell them because there was a gun in the car. Why would it matter? Girl, you already shot. You already shot. So did you not want to snitch on TORY because you don't want TORY to snitch on you? Because that was your gun? Y'all know how these females be? They be walking around with guns and shit and they let their niggas hold it. And shit like that. They be like, you know what I'm saying? Like Bay with a burner. And they be walking around with their girl gun. You know, and shit like that. I know plenty of niggas like that. Their girl got a gun that don't belong to them. And TORY could have already had it already. She may have showed him earlier or some shit. Like, I ain't worried about it. Like, he said, oh, we ain't going with no security or some shit like that. And she could have easily been like, I ain't worried about it. I got a burner. She showed him. He like, babe, you ain't walk around with this shit. And he just kept it. Some shit, some stupid shit like that. Or maybe it was sitting somewhere in the car on some dumb shit. So, but now all of a sudden, you willing to come and say something? I'm like, that's suspect. That's suspect. That is real suspect. Like, girl, just shut the fuck up. Shut up. Now they're calling her a snitch and calling her for speaking. Well, that's what the fuck she get. Because low key, it can be looked at as like snitching now. Because girl, you had your opportunity to say something. You can't go from I'm not saying nothing to I'm about to tell you everything. Girl, like she been talking about it. We're not gonna make it seem like she's avoided it in conversation. We're not gonna make it seem like she hasn't spoke on this numerous times. We're not gonna make it seem like she hasn't. It ain't like she hasn't really said anything at all, or she said one thing about it and she just left it at that. You know, and kept on pushing. Every chance this victim gets to talk about it, she takes it. She wants, ooh, pity me, woe is me. Like I say, when Beyonce, Rihanna, when all of them sent her flowers and shit, she made sure she posted it. She made sure, because you're a clout chaser. You just want the attention. That's all that is. That is all that is. All this shit going around about WAP, but ain't nobody talking about her. So she put up a picture of her foot. So y'all go back to talking about her. Like, girl, you was a clout chaser. A clout chaser. Then you get a whiff of that TORY might be saying that the gun belonged to you. And now all of a sudden, you singing like a motherfucking canary. Like, yeah, no. Girl. You should, if you was going to shut the fuck up, you should have just shut the fuck up. You don't get to pick and choose when you going to tell something. Like, who the fuck are you? You was trying to control this information so you can have it go as far as you can. As long as you can. Get the fuck out of here. You don't go from being petrified to I will survive. Girl, bye. If you were scared, you would still be scared. If you wasn't going to say anything, you still wouldn't have said anything. You chose to. You chose to. You wanted to say something. Shit, you wanted to. Shit, now that you know that the narrative is going to change, now the narrative is going to make you look more so, not like a bad person, more so of, girl, if you would have never brought that gun, bitch, you wouldn't have got shot. That shit would have never happened. Shit, she don't want that narrative going around to where she ain't still, everybody ain't still, woe was me, pity me not. As a black woman, girl, this ain't got shit to do with being black. This got everything to do with being dumb. Because you could have been said something. You could have been said something. And it's not the fact that she gets to say something within her own time. Why come forward and talk about a situation that you swear up and down you're not ready to talk about, but you talk about it and you talk about everything but the aggressor? It doesn't make sense. Because if you talk about that, you got to talk about what else happened. That's how I feel. So that's why she left out TORY shooting her. Yeah, you left that shit out because the gun was yours. Shit, get the fuck out of here. You ain't fooling me. It's something to that shit. Because if you were protecting TORY, you would still be doing it. She has not came out her mouth one time and said what TORY said. TORY didn't say shit. Like he didn't say anything. So what do you mean? I'm like, so why are you coming at him like he just got done doing an interview about you? Or some shit like that. He didn't. So that's why I feel like she jumping the gun. She heard a whisper or somebody, you know, send her some information like, girl, this shit ain't come from nowhere but from TORY camp. And you know the blogs and shit about to get attached to this shit, girl. And she was like, fuck that. That nigga shot me. Like, nah, he ain't about to keep playing in my motherfucking face. No, you playing in your own motherfucking face. You playing in your own shit, girl. Because that ain't got shit to do with TORY while you being quiet. That has everything to do with you. That has everything to do with you. There's a reason you didn't say something. You ain't just motherfucking protecting TORY, because if you would still be protecting him. You wouldn't say shit until TORY said something. TORY hasn't said anything. So it's like you're trying to protect the energy that's around it. You like the narrative that's being pushed. Poor Meg Thee Stallion, she got shot by TORY for no reason. Because that's how, in everybody's mind, because TORY hasn't said anything. So he basically shot you at this point in time for no reason, or in Meg's words, because I was leaving. Okay. That's your story. We haven't heard TORY say anything. So make it make sense, girl. I'm like, because that doesn't make sense. I'm like, yeah, you tried it though. Yeah, you don't give a fuck about that dude. What's wrong with this show? What show? My show? Am I still live? Oh shit, it says I'm live. Am I still live, y'all? What are you talking about with your Max? I wonder why the others in the car haven't said something. Well, other people have said something. Let me pull this up real quick because I'm about to go over to station head and actually get more into this. Kelsey, who makes ex best friend, because I don't believe that they're friends anymore. But she states, where is it? Juwan said to her, "Why you ain't saying shit, bitch?" And then this Dwayne dude says, "I think Tori might have paid hush money and now she's under an NDA." And then Kelsey replied to him and said, "NA." She was like, "NA, nah, I guess. Nah, I ain't got paid shit. I should though, huh? The way folks making shit up." So by her saying like I should have, girl, 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 she is not fucking friends with Meg. Her and Meg are no longer friends. And then Meg threatened Tori before she even said anything. Lie one more time and I'm gonna quit sparing you. Okay, what was the lie, girl? That's why I said that she had to have been getting ahead of these blogs, because where's the lie? He hasn't said anything. So I'm confused by that and the threat. Because what the fuck? How are you scared of somebody you're threatening? So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all trying to make her a victim, but she's not acting like one. Lie one more time and I'm gonna quit sparing you. That's a threat. Does she sound afraid? That doesn't sound like somebody scared to me. And this person said, Queen Nazin, whatever. She said, seen people tagging her in that last post saying she the one shot Meg. Megan should clean, yeah, clean. She meant clean up who did it at least. Basically saying at least exonerate this girl. At least said that she didn't do it. And Kelsey liked the comment. Mm, mm, mm. And this is when she first put that post up, telling everybody to respect her peace, and she haven't talked to nobody. And then y'all seen when Meg, hold on. Mm.
Okay, let's see. What else? What else? What else y'all want to know? Y'all ain't even asking no good questions. How you refresh the questions? Because these questions are boring. Somebody say, how long did the video take? The video take like 2 days. But I was rehearsing with Cardi for like damn near a month, I feel like. Yes, the tiger was real. Yes, I like reggaeton. I don't I feel like this is a thing that I see every single day. And I see so many women and I see so many men, talking shit about this. The person says, "What did you feel after getting shot?" I felt like really crazy. I felt like, why did I get shot? Like, what did I do? It was insane. The shit was crazy. And I feel like some people think that it's funny. And I feel like some people think that it's a joke. And I feel like some people think that they're saying it to get to me. But I'm not ashamed of who I am, and I'm not ashamed of what I've been through. And I'm not scared to say anything about anything. It's not fun, bitch. What, I don't understand. Like, I just felt very betrayed by a friend. I felt very betrayed by all my friends.
Oh, all her friends, all of her friends, all of her friends. Kelsey was there. So you're talking about her. She said betrayed by a friend. I felt like that was when she was talking about Tori, who shot her. And then she said, I felt betrayed by all my friends. Kelsey. She was there. She also hasn't talked to anybody. She hasn't talked to Tory, and she hasn't talked to Kelsey. Kelsey even said herself that she hasn't spoken to Meg. So you guys aren't friends. Why? You were friends in the car, in the town truck. I mean, an SUV. I was friends. Kelsey kept saying, Meg, are you all right? Meg, are you all right? If you listen to the audio on the video when they were pulled over. So, put the link in the chat. Y'all come over to Station Head, and I'm about to get into why I feel like Kelsey and Meg the Stallion are no longer friends. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about Meg too. So, yeah, hit this link. Okay. So hit that link. We're about to go to the Station Head right now. So come over, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't think Meg and Kelsey are friends no more. Because they're not friends. Like, clearly they were, but they're definitely not. Like, it's unfortunate. But we're definitely gonna get into that, and we're gonna get into a little bit more about Meg and why I feel like she said something about this at all. Why she said this to Tory. So yeah. So come on over there and let me know how y'all feel, and let's get it into the next show. Oh my God. Bye.